Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. This is Amy. And if you're new, welcome to, yeah, Book Talk Thursday. We skipped Book Talk Tuesday because honestly, I was tired. I was tired. I was tired, and I think I went to town on Tuesday and Wednesday. And yeah, I went to town on Tuesday and I was tired. One more time. I was tired. Yeah. So we didn't do it. Took a break, took the day off. But we're here now. We're here, gathered here today to do our August book reviews. Ooh, or August book wrap up. I know some people are saying wrap up. Probably mine would be better a wrap up. I'm not very good at reviews, although I do give you my opinion and a star rating. I don't do half stars. I just don't want to put in the effort to think of a half star or a three-quarter star. Anybody else who does half stars is fine. I don't care. I just it's too much for me. I gotta deal with the whole pie. Okay? So yeah. So here we are on a Thursday and I got my drink, my coffee. I was thirsty today. Probably gonna need a second cup. My foam. That one is my this one you can't see it. It's down here. Uh, I have the Starbucks. I'll pop it up. Fall Blend is out. I love the Starbucks Fall Blend. And then, you get into the pumpkin spice and all that. But anyway, let's do the weather update. Weather update. Um, a surprise or not a surprise. We seen it coming, but apparently it's back. The heat wave. My God, it's going to be 105 today. It said 105, 106, 107 for the next couple of days. I thought we were done. I thought July was over. We were done. And that was not going to come back until next year. We were like excited. It got down to the 90s. But apparently, Mother Nature it has is a jokester. Yeah, today it says 105. I don't want to I don't want to do it again. I don't want to whine, but tomorrow's 105. Now it could be a few yesterday it was supposed to be 103. It says it was, but it wasn't. Last time I looked it was 102. Saturday's supposed to dip back down to the 90s, 98, and then Sunday's 96. We were supposed to have a day with like 79. So I looked again today. That's what I seen yesterday. Like Tuesday the 11th or something like that. Nope. Um, that was a lie because it's back to like 90. I think the lowest we're going to be is like 89 in a couple of weeks, in a week. 89, 88 on the 18th and 19th. That could be a lie. I don't like it when my weather app lies to me, people. I'm sure you guys get that too. It's very annoying, isn't it? The weather app lies. You think you're going to have a nice cool breeze, a nice fall moment, and we have dipped back into the summer blasting heat of lava. It's not 110. I will, mm, yeah. Anyway, that's the weather update. I think I will do show and tell at the end. I have a couple of show and tells. Yeah, I picked up another book at the library. Hopefully, we're on the downslope of reserving books at the library for a little while. And let's just get right into our book reviews. The August book wrap up. Wrap it up, Amy. Wrap it up. So, what we have. Oh, did I put that on there? I guess I did. Okay, I thought I left it for September, but I did finish it in. Oh, I did finish it in August. Okay, so the first one we will do is Finley Donovan is Killing It by Ellie Cosmano. And I got the book at the library, and I gave this 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it. I really liked Finley Donovan. Didn't care too much for her ex-husband's girlfriend, but yeah, I really liked Finley Donovan's character. I like it was like the normality of her life I mean, obviously the normality of her. Um, she gets mistaken for a hit woman, hit woman. While she's a writer and she's meeting her agent about her book that she's supposed to be writing, but she's kind of stuck. And her agent or her editor, whoever it is, wants her to hurry up and finish. She's past due, and Finley's like, my ex-husband's trying to get custody of my kids, and I don't have a lot of money. My electricity's getting shut off. All this stuff is happening. She can't pay her bills. She wants another advance, and they're like, nope, you got to finish the book. Which isn't that life? You got to finish your work before you get paid. What is that about? But anyway, so they're in this Panera uh, restaurant, and she gets mistaken for a hit hit person, and so she comes across to get a job to make some money to get rid of someone's husband. And she's like, I don't want to do that. I'm not a killer. Oh, and her sister she has a sister, and her sister is a cop. And anyway, so she has 2 kids. She has heart single parent type. And her husband fired the babysitter. Well, she hired her babysitter back. So in the course of this story, this person that she was hired to kill, this husband, ends up dying. And I won't say if she did it or if somebody did it, but anyway, they end up dying. And she gets like half the money up front, and the babysitter ends up helping her out on this journey. So she's like calling herself the accountant or whatever. But anyway, and so things kind of go from there, and she's like trying to figure this out, and they try to bury the body, and then these other people start dropping dead. It's just this big wild event. And in the meantime, she's got these 2 kids, and she's dealing with her ex-husband. She's trying to pay the bills and all this stuff, and yeah, just life happens to Finley, and I think I really like the character because of that. It just came out um just like the lady next door. Her husband leaves, he's having an affair, and she's got the nosy old lady neighbor across the street, which would probably be me in real it could be me in real life. I'm not nosy like this lady in here, honestly. I will I will notice if there's like gunshots going off next door, but yeah, probably not notice who's coming and going from your house. I'm too busy for that shit. Anyway, got my own stuff we got to get done over here. But anyway, so yeah, Finley Donovan is killing it. I did give it a 5 star. It's a mystery. I wouldn't say it's cozy mystery. It's just a mystery. A little bit of the thriller, not necessarily the harsh, hard, graphic thrillers that I'm used to reading. It's not a Karen Slaughter thriller. It's a little bit easier, um, easy, an easier emotional read, I guess. Um, but yeah, she her her kids, they don't have a pet yet, but the little girl, she was wanting like a dog or something. But anyway, that's later on in the story. But yeah, that was cute. It was fun. I enjoyed reading it. It kept me wanting to, it was a page turner. I'll say that. So, yeah, if you're interested in something like that, it's not too graphic. I mean, it doesn't have like that I remember. I mean, I would think that I would remember very graphic and either on, it has some language, but either with sex or violence or anything like that. It had a little bit of violence. Obviously, some people died, but it was pretty easy. It was pretty not really graphic. Yeah. Anyway, so and that's a series. So that's the number one. I don't know if there's 3 or 4 of these, but I will continue to read on and see if I like the others as much as I like the first one. And then the next one was Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I loved this. I mean, I heard a lot of good things about this on BookTube, but I loved it. I loved it. And it's a romance, and I haven't read very much of these in a long time. And because my genre is kind of like thriller, mystery, some horror. I really like the cop detective crime type stuff like that. So I read that a lot. Forensics. So I haven't read one of these, but I kept hearing rave reviews here on the booktubers. And so I got it from the library. I thought it was going to be after the summer to get it, but I ended up getting it in August. So that was great. I jumped on it. I got it. I read it. I gave it a 5 star. I loved it. I love the characters of Emma and Justin, and Emma's best friend Maddie. They were all great characters, and it had it had some for a romance. You usually think of like fun, happy, craziness, but it had some rather tearful moments in there. That this Another thing with this one was this story, that it was, you could see it really happening in real life. It's like had real life moments. Got something in my eye. Had real life moments. They're both dealing with things in their own families. Um, Abby's is her mother is a toxic person in her life, and the way she grew up, and she was in foster care. And Maddie, her best friend, and they're both traveling nurses, so they travel together and they take turns picking places to go to where their next job it wants to go. But Abby Maddie's family is she has 2 moms, and they when um Emma had to go into foster care. This was the foster home that she stayed in. I don't know if it was, I guess, the longest one, but she, her and Maddie formed a good, uh, long-lasting relationship, sisterhood from that. But Emma's mom is just very. I did not like Emma's mom. It was well written. I mean, the story, the plot, everything. It was well written. It was going. You had your highs and lows. It was going good, and then it would like dip down into this isn't going to end well. Then it was going to end well. And then it wasn't going to end well, and then you get the whole up and down emotional. Um, Movement of the story, which, but like I said, both of these characters are dealing with some really tough things in their family. Justin is his mom's going to jail for something she did, and he's going to have to take care of his siblings while she's in jail. Now, and he doesn't tell Emmett this at the beginning, because when they get together, the reason they get together is both of these characters, Emma and Justin, have this like curse. They think it's a curse that everybody who they date, in when they break up with this person, their date, um those people go on to find their soulmate. And so every person they've dated, the other people go on to find their soulmate, and so they don't have they never meet the person they're going to be with. And so Emma finds out about Justin through online. He had written something online, and Maddie seen it and showed it to Emma, and she's like, "Wow, this guy's got the same problem you do. You should talk to him about it." And so she ends up um, talking talking to him on, responding online to him at first, and then they end up he ends up kind of bringing up this idea of, hey, maybe if we get together and pretend we're dating and we date for so we have so many dates and we do this and it's all like outlined what we're going to do and we're like really dating, that then when we break up, then we're going to find our soulmate. So they're thinking this little plot that it will break their curse and they'll find their soulmate. And yeah, so it was just really cute. And he's got his issues with his having to take care of his siblings. Oh, and he's got this dog. I love it. So his last roommate, he ended up moving out and stiffing him for some of the rent that was due the last whatever month or couple of months rent. And so he never, and they're best friends. There's like these guys have best friends and Emma has her best friend. So there's these like little two groups of best friends, but Justin got mad at him and he got this dog. He adopted this dog. He tried to find the ugliest. It sounds cute to me. It doesn't sound like an ugly dog, but in the book it tries to make it like it's an ugly dog and it has these problems, and he named it after his friend that left, and he made a post online or something like that. Anyway, and so the friends always like tell him, change the dog's name, change the dog's. He won't do it. And I'm like, "Oh, no, you shouldn't do it just because your friend's mad and he stiffed you some money. I would still keep the dog's name." Anyway, so that's just a little side story in there. But yeah, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. It was a great story. I loved it. I loved it. It had me um um tears, not a lot of I'm not a big crier, but it had sad moments and it had happy moments, and I'm not gonna tell you the end, and I'm not gonna give you any spoilers. All I'm gonna say is this was a great book, and I loved it, and I'll probably end up buying it, and I know this is supposed to be some kind of a series, but you can read these individually, and I just seen a interview with Abby Jimenez, talking about, yeah, a lot of people they read them individually, and I think she said she wrote them there as a series, but she also wrote them that you can read them um, as a standalone, I guess. But yeah, I definitely want to buy this one because I will reread this. I love these characters. I was sad that the story was over. I want this to be a TV show. I seriously do. I thought this would make a great series. Not just a movie. I don't want just a movie. I want it to, stretch out. I want the TV show. Um, Anybody out there that cares or comes across this that has anything to do with creating TV shows, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Great TV show. Um, it's not a TV show, but it would be. And if it is a TV show or a movie or something, and I don't know about it, please let me know. Um, yeah. So 5 stars. I can't say enough, but Just for the Summer was just for the summer. Yes. Okay. And then the next one, we're going right into a little cozy mystery. It's Motorhomes, Maps, and Murder by Tanya Kappas. This one, I got the audio. It was only 5 hours, and I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. I liked it. I did enjoy it. It wasn't like over the top exciting. It wasn't. It wasn't Just for the Summer. I know that. But this was just a little. This lady, Mae West is her name. She runs this campground in Normal, Kentucky. It's Happy Trails Campground, and this is a series that Tanya writes. This is a number 5 in the series. I still haven't got to number 2 because it's still on hold. The audio, it just has number 2 has a long wait. I don't know why, but I didn't do 4. I think 4 was a Christmas one, and I didn't want to read that one till or listen to it till Christmas time. So I went to 5, and this one is about trying to remember what this one is about. They're all similar. Something happens at this campground, somebody's murdered, or there's a thief, or some little cozy mystery. And this one, she has her I think it's Deputy Hank is her love interest, and it's just it's kind of the same type of thing. Something happens at the campground or somebody comes into the campground and either they go missing or whatever. But it's just a cute, cozy mystery series. It would be a good if you're traveling, something to listen to, or you can get I think you can get the books off Amazon, or they have, I know there is ebooks, Kindle books through Amazon, I think. I don't know, but this was the audio. I got this through the Libby app, my library Libby app. Um, and so I listened to the audio because they don't have the Libby app that so far doesn't have all of these on audio on the Libby app. So it's just kind of hit or miss, but you can get them. You can buy them. But yeah. So this is just a little cozy mystery, motorhomes, maps, and murder. I gave it a 3. Most of these I've been giving I think I gave a 3. There might have been one I gave a 4, but they're okay. They're, like I said, they're not over the top, but I do enjoy them, so that's why I keep listening to them or reading them or whatever. Um, I like the character of Mae West. Now, at first, I wasn't sure. The first one I listened to, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it because I did the audio and I wasn't, the person that does the narration was different, had a different style of narrating, and I wasn't sure if it was going to go well. But it did. I got through it and I've been listening to more, so it's fine. But yeah, and then I think in the last one or the one before, she got adopted a little dog. So, and then the dog was pregnant. So, and by this one, she had had her puppies. I don't know how many she had, but anyway, if you're interested in that, it has a little dog. And the campground has these different characters too. And so either the last one, I can't remember, but she was a foster child. That's funny how these themes of these books are going. She was a foster child too, and so the lady that was her foster, she grew up in Kentucky, and she later moved away, and she met this man who was a little bit older than her in New York, and he was rich, and they got married. And then how she ended up back at this campground was in the first one, he went to jail for a Ponzi scheme, and so the FBI confiscated everything. She had found some cash in the house that he had stashed, like $100,000, and her lawyer said, "This is all, you don't have any." I mean, she didn't get to take her clothes or no car. I mean, she was like destitute. There's nothing, only the money that she found in the house. And he's like, "Oh, by the way, you do own this campground in Kentucky, and here's this motorhome out front that you can use to live in and drive there." And this lady who's used to like the New York lifestyle ends up going back to Kentucky to this Happy Trails campground that she owns. And anyway, her life changes, and this is just, ongoing of how she's accepting her new life and as the stories go on. But it's a cute little series. I really enjoyed Tanya Kappis's little cozy mystery stories. She has other series too that I like to read. It's there's another one. It's Holiday Homicide um mysteries. Um it's a different character, but anyway. And then I also read another cozy mystery. It's The Penguin Who Knew Too Much by Donna Andrews. And write that down. My bad. I mean, I know, but and this is a cozy mystery. I came across googling stuff that I was trying to compile my Christmas readathon books the end of last year that I wanted to do this year, and I came across this author because there was a book there. It's called Six Geese a Slaying that I was interested in reading, so I wanted to try one of hers before I got to the Christmas one to see what type of writing style she has and how she has the same character. It's a Meg Langslow mystery series. Like I said, it's a cozy mystery. So this one in The Penguin Who Knew Too Much. This isn't the first one. This is a number 8. Um, this one happened to, I guess, the main character Meg had was getting married, but they bought this house and they were moving into it. And I guess she's from a big family, and her cousins and aunts and uncles are coming from out of town, and I guess nephews and whatever. Everybody's there to help them move into this house, and they are planning. Her and her fiance are planning to elope, and they're going to elope on this certain, after a few days, they're going to go. They're having this, um, like get together to have a party before they get married. Plus, they're moving into the house, so everybody's there to help do this. And her parents live on this farm, and I think her dad used to be a doctor or something. Um, the local zoo um, is in trouble financially, and so the zookeeper guy, I'm not sure what they're called. Um, he gets the people in town to take in these animals from the zoo to help, you know, feed them and take care of them until he can get his financials back in order that, um, for the zoo to do well, um, financially, so he can afford to have the zoo. So people have been taking in different animals all over town, and the character of Meg, her father, had taken in these penguins and brought them to her basement in this house and was keeping them down there because I think it's the summertime and it's hot. And so he was trying to keep them cool and contained. And anyway, he came to her and he's like, oh, um there's something wrong in your basement. And then she finds out he's been keeping these penguins. Well, the thing that's happened in her basement was that the dad was trying to dig up in the basement. He was going to make a pond for these penguins, and he found a dead body buried in the basement. So that all starts off on this little plot for this little mystery: is who killed this, who's the body in the basement, and who killed him and why. And and the guy for the zoo has disappeared. And so and then then you have these other side characters. There's this older guy that comes in who's like this famous, like, TV animal guy. He ends up showing up at the house because all of the people in town start dropping off. They hear about, because Meg and her fiance at this house, they have a little bit of property. Um, and so everybody starts dropping off all their animals at this place, this little farm they have. And they're trying to get away to get married, and all this stuff keeps happening. And plus she has like a ton of people at the house. And so there's this murder. Animals just keep showing up left and right. And then you have this side character of this old, like, animal guy. He's kind of he's weird, but he likes animals. And then you have this other guy that shows up, that's the medical examiner to get determined, and he ends up having some kind of anxiety attack or something, and he can't drive home, so he has to stay there, and he's like camping out in the backyard. And then there's also these other two characters that their family, whoever had owned it, their one of their relatives, I don't know if it's an uncle, a grandfather, whoever it was, has disappeared, and they think he's buried in the yard. So they start digging up the yard to find this person that had died that they thought got buried here on this property. So you have all this chaos going on. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to deal with reading it because it was a lot of chaos, but it ended up being a fun little cozy mystery. And you had all these little side things going on that was just like kooky and funny. And anyway, so I did like Donna Andrews. I did give it a 3 star. It didn't get a 4. It gave a 3. Like I said, it was fun. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't the style um that I expected to give a higher rating to, if you understand what I'm talking about. I enjoyed it. Usually an average book, if I can still like it, I enjoy it, but it's just to me it's just average is a 3 star. And so it was average, but I would read if you're into cozy little mysteries and like all this chaotic little things, and it has animals in it. And this is probably something you'd like to read, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe the chaos would scare you off because it is very. I feel like it was giving me anxiety. Just some of the things that was happening. Just reading it was just like, oh my god, I couldn't deal with that. But anyway, so that was a cozy little mystery. The Penguin Who Knew Too Much by Donna Andrews. And like I said, she's got, I don't even know how many she has. There's a lot. But and then the next one I read, actually I'm doing all of these at once. There's 4 volumes. It was a manga. I hadn't read a manga before. And so I gave this one a shot because there's a lot of people I seen on BookTube that liked it, enjoyed it, and so I thought, well, I'll give this one a shot. It's The Spy Family, and I read volumes 1 through 4. I really really enjoyed this manga. It to me, I like to say it's a glorified comic book. I grew up in the era of comic books. This graphic novel and the manga stuff, it's all this is I know it's been around for a while now. I don't even know how long, but it's new to me. It's something new. It's something I've never read before. I've seen them, I've seen them in the bookstore. Whatever. And there's so many out there. I get it. I grew up with comic books, and I wasn't over the top comic book collector or reader. Occasionally I get a comic book and I read it and I enjoyed it. Superman, Batman, whatever. Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, all those classic comic book comics. So this was new, so I thought I'd try it, and I thought, well, but this is a cute little series. It is a series. I don't know what number they're on, 8, 10, 12, I don't know. It's um Tatsuya Indo is the author. And they're short. They're like 100 I don't know. First one was 139, then they're like 199 pages. It's not long. It's like you could read it in one day. It's like I said, it's like a comic, so it has the little sections how a comic book is written. You have the drawings, and then you have little like word balloon bleeps or little writings on the side. So it's not like reading a novel where you're just reading words and words and words. You have pictures. Um, they're good pictures. They were good pictures. But this is about a guy who's a spy, and the series is based on there's like this country. It's like west and east, so this East and West thing, it's really reminded me of Germany, East Germany, West Germany, and then you have they're trying to infiltrate into, one side's trying to infiltrate the other side, and then there's these assassinations and spies and all this stuff happening, and just kind of the setup reminds me of historically Germany after um, World War II. Um, but it's not. It's its own thing here. But this guy, he's a spy, and he's supposed to infiltrate um this other side and get close to this one guy, and he has a kid in this elite school, and so they want him to get his agency wants him to get married and have a kid and have this kid go to this school and get close to this guy's kid so they could infiltrate and get secrets basically. And so he goes to this orphanage, adopts this little girl. Her name's Anya. She's very cute, and she is a telepath. And so she can read minds, and he's a spy, and so he keeps his life a secret. And then he meets this lady, um Yor, and she ends up being an assassin, and so everybody doesn't know what everybody does for real. So they don't know the little girl's a telepath. The little girl, because she can read minds, she knows what your and this guy's name. His spy name is Twilight, but he goes by Lloyd. Um, Lloyd is the spy. Yor is an assassin, and the little girl is a telepath. The little girl knows what both do, and she's trying to keep them together and keep things going. And she knows she needs to be good and infiltrate this thing so her papa um, can do well on his job. And anyway, and that starts out in the first one, and it goes through these different missions they're called in the book. They have these different missions, which would be different sections, but it's all the same goal of trying to infiltrate and get the secrets out of this other side of this. Um, there's it's called, well, another reason it's not Berlin, it's another name, but the way it sounds is you think of Berlin. And then there's, I think it's Westphalia or something. Anyway, there's the different names of the sides in the country. But yeah, and so in the fourth one, the last one, and all of these I gave 5 stars. I've really enjoyed it. They're just really they're an easy read. It's not, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's a comic book, a graphic novel, a manga. It's I don't I don't know how to explain it. It's called a manga, but I think of it as a comic book that's really big. Um, but yeah, I gave them all 5 stars. I've enjoyed all 4 volumes so far, and in the fourth one was really cute because they ended up adopting a dog, and they go to this kennel and they're gonna get a dog, and it's everywhere he goes it's all set up that it's kind of the agency sets up different things, so like her school and stuff is all set up that she can get in, kind of. She still had to do like tests and stuff, but yeah, so they go to this place where there's dogs, and it was kind of set up by his agency to get one from here. But the little girl they were talking about getting a little dog. Well, they end up getting this one dog. It is not a little dog. It's like, and it was used for, it was going to be on a mission to like assassinate this one leader guy, I guess. And so this dog also has something, I don't know if it has some kind of superpower, like it can see the little girl thinks it can see the future. So I'm not sure how that is. But anyway, the dog's very protective. He just he loves Anya, and she ended up naming him Bond, like I think like James Bond. But yeah, so it's really cute. It's a cute little series. The little girl, this Lloyd character, the main spy guy, he's funny. He's kind of like trying to be like non-emotional and stuff, but then the little girl, I think she's really getting under his skin in a good way. Um, and the lady Yor too. They're supposed to be pretending to be they got married, and she has a brother that she didn't tell us she got married, and that was The Spy Family by Tatsuya Endo. Probably not saying that right, but I got through volumes 1 through 4, and there's just 2 left, and so the next one is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. I really enjoyed that. I gave it a 4 star. It's this cute little, it's a mystery. It's not necessarily a cozy mystery, but it's about these retirement people. It's in England, and they live in this retirement village, and they get together on Thursdays to discuss like um, cold case mysteries that have been solved, and they try to solve them. Well, um, this is the number 1 in this series. I think there's 4, maybe 5. I have the second one. The second one is The Man Who Died Twice. So I have that physically from the library right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it. I have it for this month, but I have a lot of books. So I'm really going to have to really sort through what I'm going to get through and what has to be sent back to the library, and then maybe recheck it out later. So, but right now, the second one I have. Um, and also I got a book haul from Goodwill and 1 book from Sam's Club, but I'm not going to show you my book haul until it's going to be like at the end of September. So I'm going to get all, because there may be other times so I don't want to do like random book haul here and there. I just didn't want to do 1 book haul all at the end. And so one of the books I did get at Goodwill I found was The Thursday Murder Club. So I do have that book now, and I did want to get it after I read it. But it's a little mystery, and there's so the developer of this, one of the co-developers of this community, this village, they're going to start building another part or another area to this village, and they were going to take out the cemetery, which is a big controversial thing because it's a really old cemetery, and this place that was bought and turned into this village was used to be a church and run by a church, and so they still have the chapel, but they turned everything else, and they had kept the cemetery, but the one main developer decided that he was going to dig it up. So in digging that up, and it was like nuns that were buried there too, and so he was going to have them moved, but he didn't care. He wanted to develop this land for more of his village to get more money. But anyway, so this co-developer ends up dying, um, being murdered, and then the developer, the main guy, he ends up dying, and so it's just this trail of bodies, and then trying to figure out why would this who killed these two guys, why did they kill them, and what connections do they have connections other than the retirement village people, but what else is going on in his life. And so four retired people try to figure out who murdered these two guys. And so that's basically what it's about. But I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It had these characters, very interesting, and they all had they were different personalities, of course, but they were older, but they all had their own background of who what they used to do and who they were. And it has this one character, this lady, that she just has this like kind of you don't know really what her background is, but you're thinking, oh, did she used to be a spy, or was she police, or there's something she's not telling everything about her background. And so anyway, it's interesting. I really like the series. It's the Thursday Murder Club series. It's the number one Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. And yeah, I give it 4 stars. I really enjoyed that. Like I said, I like the little mysteries, drama, just like stuff like that. That's my jam. Um, yeah. And so the last one, this was actually booked from July, and it was an audio I had, and I had finished it in August. And it was Town in a Blueberry Jam by B.B. Hayward. It's a cozy little mystery. It was okay. I I, I liked it okay. I didn't like it as much as maybe the Tanya Kappas, her different little mystery she has, the campers, criminals, and what was it called? Campers, criminals, and oh Lord, campers and criminals. There is no, yeah. I like that one more than this series. This is a series. This is the number one in the Candy Holiday Mystery series, and I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. I got through it. It wasn't as it was a cozy mystery. It's about this town, and they had this blueberry festival, and there was this gal who was a pageant. Um, they have like a blueberry pageant person for this festival, and she ends up dying. And so the mystery is who killed this. I can't think of her name. Anyway, who killed this pageant um, pageant chick? And it just kind of goes from there. The audio was 9 hours. I thought this was a little bit long for um this kind of mystery, cozy mystery. Like I said, I'm used to the Tanya. I listened to more of the Tanya Kappas ones, and they're about 5-6 hours. So I felt like this was one of the reasons three was it was a little longer than it needed to be. Maybe I'm not. I'm not the writer. I'm just saying, as from a reader listener viewpoint, it was a little long for me. Drawn out, I mean. But yeah, it was cute. The character of Candy, what's her name? That's the main character, is Candy Holiday. And I think when her parents named her, it's kind of a joke. I think I think her birthday is at Christmas time, so her last name's Holiday, so they made it Candy. But yeah, it was okay. I don't really have a lot to say, but that's what the mystery was about. This pageant queen chick dies, and they're trying to find out who did it. And so there's all these other little side, obviously for a cozy mystery, you have all these little side characters that come in, and you're trying to figure out, did this person kill her? How did she connect to this person? Basically the same style, same cozy mystery setup, but it was okay. But yeah, so that's my August wrap up slash book reviews. Um, Maybe there's something in there you'd like to read, or that I made it sound that I made it sound interesting, or maybe I made some that sounded really terrible and awful. I don't know. You can let me know. I'm good either way. If you liked it, you can like the video. If not, like I always say, maybe just try another video. Like I said, I'm gonna have a book haul at the end of the month, because I've already collected some books from Goodwill, and like I said, I got one from Sam's Club. The only one I gave away was I did one of them is the Thursday Murder Club, um, and so all these books I found were, I don't know if all of them were on my list to want, or I found some that I was not expecting. But anyway, I did the one at Sam's Club. I paid just as much for the one book at Sam's Club that I paid so far for all my books or no, I paid a little bit more at Sam's Club but I got more books. I mean, at Goodwill. Sam's Club, what I paid, $17. I got probably like 8 books at Goodwill for about somewhere in there. So, yeah, I like getting books at Goodwill. Right now that's my go-to. They usually have their selection is still good, and their prices are still great. The price is right. Yes. Um, so we will wrap this up with a show and tell. I already showed you I'm drinking coffee. My Starbucks fall blend with my International Delight Caramel Macchiato cold foam creamer, because I'm having cold coffee today because it's supposed to be 105. Yeah. And let's see. Oh, so one of the things, I had went to town last week at Walmart. I wasn't even looking. I didn't even look down. I don't normally look down the Halloween aisle most of the time. It wasn't, this little item was not in the Halloween. It was somebody had taken it and they were going to get it, or a kid had grabbed it. And then the mom, you know how the parents, like the kids grab things and the parents just randomly just sit the stuff back down on a shelf as they're rolling by so they can not buy it. That could happen, or somebody changed their mind and they sit down. So on the one big main aisle that's in front of like where the registers are, I was I was wheeling my cart out and I was going down the aisle. I don't think I was checking out. I think I was going from like where the uh medication and the dog food and stuff on that, if you go to Walmart, on that side of the store, to going to the other store where the groceries are. I think that was my goal. And I passed by the shelf and I kind of looked, I thought that's kind of funny. And it was just sitting there randomly. Obviously, it didn't go because it's sitting on clothes and this is a Halloween item. And so it only cost $5.96. And I thought, huh. And and this is some decor I am not usually interested in. I'm not this kind of Halloween decor. I'm the type of Halloween decor person. I like Disney, Mickey Mouse, Snoopy, Charlie Brown. I'm like, I like that. I like not scary and fun and childhood nostalgia. That's what I like. But I get there's a whole group of people that like this stuff, and I normally don't. But however, this came across as cute to me, and it's a skeleton cat. It's little. Well, this is this is a skeleton cat. Now, some people will still think, oh, that is just ugly. Why did you get that? That is just what? I think my mom even said when I showed it to her was like, you got that? And I say, yeah, I did. Um, I'm on there. Okay. His mouth opens. I have determined it's a him. Nothing else moves. But in my mind, I see his tail wagging. Um, I don't know if that's good or bad. Anyway, that's the skeleton cat, and he does have a name. So if any of you've seen my videos in the past with my little, what I call my pocket kitty, Mango, this this is about the size of what Mango is right now. Mango is a small cat, and that's why I call him my pocket kitty. He was the runt of the bunch, and so this one I named. Get over here. I named him Tango because it's like Mango's shadow, or not saying Mango's, gonna die. I hope, cross your fingers, no. Um, but it's like I think of him as like Mango's spirit animal, Tango, with a T, Tango. So I wrote his name in case I lose it or something happens and all my shit goes to Goodwill. But um, so this is Tango, and he sits right over here uh, on my printer, and he guards the remote control when I lay it there or my phone. But yeah, so this is a Halloween item, and it'll probably stay out all year. Uh, I never have been interested in these. I always thought they were ugly. Like where I worked at a craft store, craft and fabric store, they had these every year for decorations, and I thought, I don't. That's not me. But for some reason, this reminded me of Mango. Not, obviously Mango's alive and has fur and you don't see it, but I thought, well, this would be a good little tell to tell the anatomy if this is anything accurate about what the anatomy of the skeleton for a cat is. Maybe. Maybe not exactly accurate, but anyway, um it did appeal to me, and it was $6, and I grabbed it, and it was like it was sitting there waiting for me to pass by. He was waiting for me to pass by, and I I I grabbed it. And so now he sits here on the printer, and that's Tango, my skeleton cat. Eh, Randomness. That's what happens when people leave stuff on the shelves where they don't go. It's people like me that you're not going to go down that aisle, you know, even if you think you're going to find something, you just don't go down, and then it's left out in the open for me to see it. And then I find it, I need it. Yeah. So there's that. And also I tried the is that it? Oh no. I don't think I shared these before, but I really like these. I had got not this last time, it was the time before. It's M&Ms, and it's my favorite M&Ms. It is caramel cold brew. It's coffee M&Ms. Coffee M&Ms. See the little purple chick M&M? Uh, yeah, it's caramel. I love these are my favorite M&Ms. I love these. I mean, it's like caramely chewy in it, but it has that coffee taste to it too. It's not overly coffee. So if you want like you don't care for coffee, or you can only want a little bit of flavor, I can taste the coffee because I love coffee. But you also have this chewiness to it. I'm not gonna cut one open because it's gonna go everywhere because it doesn't really cut thing. But it says coffee flavor with other natural flavors. Whatever. I'll show you if I can get it. Bring it out. I'm like, show a colorful one, Amy. How about blue? You can't. It's just. It's like it looks like a kind of a peanut M&M, because they're thick, but there's no peanut. It's caramel and chocolate and coffee flavor, and I love them. I can eat the whole bag. This says okay. So this is a lie. It says sharing size. Nobody shares these. I don't know. Maybe if you got it for your kids and you made your kids share, but adults, this I don't share. Not with these. Mm-mm. So anyway, so I got that, and what else? Oh, I tried in the last one I had got the cold foam, cold brew instant coffees from Maxwell House. Good to the last drop. Um I tried it was the vanilla one. The ones I got the time before were caramel. I tried the caramel. I really like the caramel ones. I tried the vanilla ones. I like the caramel ones better. I don't know. Maybe I didn't make it completely right, but there was not, I mean, it was okay. I'll drink it again. I got a whole box of them. But if I was to say which one was my favorite, it would be the caramel. The vanilla was okay. I don't know. Maybe there's something different because the caramel had an added flavor. But yeah. So I think that's it for Book Talk Tuesday. No, not Tuesday. Thursday. It's been Book Talk Thursday. Thanks for coming by. But yeah. It's Thursday. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. Oh, update. The pumpkin farm. I did not get to go on Sunday. I know, sad. We are still going. We just had to put it off because well, frankly, I didn't look at the schedule and we didn't go because me and my sister planned on going this last Sunday. We didn't go because it was closed. It's not open till it didn't open till I think it's this week. Yeah, we couldn't go because it wasn't open. And I didn't think to look at the schedule. I just assumed it was open at the beginning of September, and it wasn't. And so we did find out because we're going later in the month. We're going in about a couple of weeks. My family's coming in from out of town. I have a couple of cousins that are coming in from out of town, and um, we're going all going to the pumpkin farm. I think it's going to be on a Saturday. And I thought it was going to start. They have parking on you pay for parking on Friday. I think it's half, and then Saturday and Sunday, which is $20 on Saturday and Sunday, and it's supposed to be 10 on Friday. So I thought, oh, because we usually go when it's free parking. So which is usually during the week. Um, but we looked at the schedule and all of September is free parking. So that's great because we're gonna have to take that out of our lunch budget, which we don't like doing. But yeah, so we're going. We're still getting free parking, and it should be a great time. We're excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. That's like the one thing I do all one of the activities I do all year that I look forward to. And well, all of us do. My mom, my dad, my sister, we all go, and then my cousins and my aunt and uncle, and my dad's cousin from out of town comes, and yeah, it's like a big. It's growing. Everybody likes it. So yeah, so pumpkin farm in 2 weeks. Um, because it wasn't open on Sunday, but yeah. So I hope you have a good uh rest of your week. It's only a few days and a good weekend. Hopefully you're staying cool because here the next few days is supposed to be hot and I'm hoping not to be miserable and angry. Not have my angry eyes. We'll see. Yesterday was doable. I'm staying inside today with the air and doing inside things like reading because I gotta finish I'm reading I Was a Teenage Slasher. And the next one, I want to finish that. So tomorrow I can start on Bright Young Women. And that will be continued on Book Talk Tuesday. So if you cross your fingers and have high hopes, we'll be back here on Tuesday unless Amy's too tired. I don't think I will be because I have no plans. And yeah, have a good weekend. Thanks. Bye. It's Thursday. Welcome back. Welcome to. Welcome through the week. What do we got? Hi. Hi. My name's Tango. How are you? Boo. Are we ready? Not really. Oh, Mike, 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 Mike. Mikey Mike. That's what we'll call it. Mikey Mike. Mikey Mike. Mikey Mike. Can you hear me, Mikey Mike? Yeah. Okay. Always got to do a test. I'm still tired. Tired and unwilling to bend. Pretty much. And I'm thirsty. Okay. Let's get this thing on the road.